Well, what is up, guys? Guess what? Today we are doing another tier list video, but this one's a bit different. We're actually going to be cutting the Smash roster in half. I know this is not the most original idea on YouTube thus far, but you know me, I like Smash and I like cutting Smash characters. Actually, no, I don't, because this is very difficult for me, but I've decided already on who I want to cut and who I want to stay. So it's not gonna be like I'm gonna be like, oh, should I cut this character? Should I like, and then I rearrange them? No, I've already decided basically. So yeah, I'm gonna show you my cuts and see who I'm gonna be mean to. I'm probably gonna cut somebody's main, I'm guessing. But yeah, let's get into it. So basically, I'm gonna cut them in half, which means I'm cutting them down to 40 characters if we were making another Smash game. So yeah, we're gonna start. I rearranged all of these in a fashionably order. First up, we got Mario. This might be controversial, but I'm actually cutting Mario. So next up is okay, of course, I'm joking. I'm not gonna cut Mario. I'd be taking crazy pills if I did that. He's the original. Luigi, of course, he's staying too. Iconic. Peach, yep. Bowser, of course, who wouldn't? Dr. Mario. Here we have our first useless filler character. Of course we're cutting Dr. Mario. We literally don't want him here at all. Alright, now Rosalina. This one was tough, but I decided that I wanted to cut Rosalina. She's like cool, but she's from Galaxy and she's in every Mario game since, but like she's not as important as the forecast, and I really had to cut down the cast, you know, so I think Rosalina is like a fine cut to make, if you ask me. Bowser Jr., I'm sorry, I'm also cutting him. He's not the most interesting character, you know what I'm saying? He's in a lot of Mario games, that's for sure. He's like pretty much 90% of them, but still, I'm cutting him. The Koopalings are cool, whatever. Daisy's just an Echo Fighter with Peach. You know how it goes. We're just gonna cut her. Piranha Plant, he's a funny, mean character, but for the next Smash game, I think he's outlived his usefulness. Basically, he's just a joke character. There you go. Now we're moving on to Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong is dead!
Diddy. Not that Diddy. Diddy Kong. We're gonna cut him. Sorry, little bro. King K. Rool, we're letting that guy stay. He is a beast. Next up, we got Zelda, and I think this one could definitely use some better representation, like, seriously. First up, we got Link staying, of course. Zelda, I mean, she's literally in the freaking title. What do you want me to say? Sheik, yep, you're getting cut. I'm sorry, you're just an alternate form of Zelda, no matter how cool you are. Ganondorf, yeah, of course he's staying. But Young Link and 2 Links, seriously, 3 Links? Seriously? Yeah, this franchise really needs better representation, I'm not gonna lie. And funny thing, Metroid also has 3 Samuses. So of course, we're gonna let Samus stay, and the other 2 Samuses are gone. Of course, I'm keeping Ridley. I mean, like, Samurai would keep Ridley as well, just in fear of the fans, like, harassing him again to put him back in. Because, like, he was teased in Melee because like people thought he was getting added in, but no, he was just basically just a boss in Brawl as well. But people really wanted him in, no matter how big he was. So Sakurai finally did it, like, I don't know, like 10 years later. So yeah, we're definitely keeping him. Yoshi, we're keeping him since he's popular and has his own franchise. Also debuting in Super Mario World. Kirby, I mean, bro, it's probably the most easiest stay right there. King Dedede as well, I'm keeping that guy in. But I'm gonna be a little mean and cut Meta Knight. Have to cut someone, alright? Like, I would keep Meta Knight, but at the same time, we're really cutting it down to 40 characters here. You gotta realize that. Okay, okay, here we go. I know Fox is in the original 12, but yeah, this whole franchise is going in the dumpster. Like, okay, it's not even that, like, I don't care about Star Fox. That's one thing, but this franchise is dead. You have to realize it. They're never writing it again. All the modern games are shit. And yeah, like, dude, this franchise is dead. What do you want me to say? They're getting cut, all of them. Of course, it's cool if you like these characters, but I think there's cooler characters, personally. Now I got Pokemon, and there's sure as hell gonna be some cuts here. Pikachu staying, I mean, that's the mascot right there. Jigglypuff, once again, from the original 12. But guess what? I don't care. She's a small fraction of the Pokemon bunch. And there's a lot better ones than Jigglypuff. Just saying. Mewtwo, I mean, he's a beast, dude. We're definitely keeping Mewtwo. No way. Pichu, just smaller Pikachu. Hurts himself when he attacks as well, so I kind of find him as useless. No matter how competitively you use him. Pokemon Trainer, ooh, this one hurts. I'm gonna cut Pokemon Trainer. Like, we got essentially 3 Kantomons in one trainer. That's like cool, but we don't need that much Kanto representation, and I don't think Pokemon Trainer should stay again for this next game, personally. Lucario, I'm also cutting. Other characters fit his role better, including the next one, which is Greninja. Dude, he was literally voted the most popular Pokemon in the franchise. That's enough to stay. Incineroar? Honestly, yeah, I'm keeping Incineroar. I just really like Incineroar. Like, he has this wrestler persona, and it's just really cool. How could you cut him? Captain Falcon, dude, that guy's a meme legend. We're keeping him. You can't cut Falcon. If you dare do that, you're a monster. Ness, yeah, from Earthbound, original 12, I like him, he's staying. Lucas, though, unfortunately getting the boot. Ice Climbers, oh, like, this one was hard to do, because, like, they're really cool and unique. Just, like 2 characters to, like, bounce off each other and attack. But, like, they're game, I swear to God, Ice Climber. I don't understand them, and I never will. Ice Climber did nothing to the history of Nintendo, which... it's an easy cut for me personally. Alright, here we go with Fire Emblem. Oh, brother. Everybody knows Fire Emblem has too many characters, which is why I'm cutting it down to 2 characters. That's right, Marth and Robin. Personally, I like playing as Ike and Robin the most, but I decided that how about I give Ganondorf Ike's like heavyweight sword fighter moveset instead of just having him be a Captain Falcon and Echo. So there you go, you have your Ike right there, and we're just gonna keep Marth as like the base generic fast sword fighter, and of course he embodies the classic era of Fire Emblem. So yeah, we're gonna keep them in. Mr. Game & Watch, he's really charming, but I don't know, I think he's getting cut. Game & Watch is cool and all, cool part of Nintendo's history, but we have to cut someone. Okay, Kid Icarus. Of course, I'm keeping Pitts. Sakurai would keep him in, of course, because that's his boy right there. Despite the fact that the franchise has been dead in 10 years since Kid Icarus Uprising, I think. Still really good, though. Palutena and Dark Pit, I think I can just cut, honestly. They're not. I think Pit is really all Kid Icarus needs right now. Wario. I'm keeping Wario. I mean, the WarioWare franchise is still, like, really huge right now, because it's on the Switch and all that. So yeah, Wario staying. Snake, bro, I'm not letting my man be cut again. Even if he's not like my favorite character to play as, he's still insanely cool. Just being Smash. Alright, this one's gonna be personal. I'm cutting Olimar. I know. Pikmin is getting pretty popular now, but like, I just hate Olimar in Smash. Like, I swear to God, playing as him, that shit is like masochistic. He has a punch and Pikmin, which is not my preferred fighting playstyle. He just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what to say. Maybe they could replace him with someone in Pikmin for the next game, but I don't know who that could be since I don't play Pikmin. Rob. Rob is like kind of weird. He's just kind of the embodiment of the NES with like, I guess you could say he was kind of the mascot. He's cool, but he's getting cut. Sonic, of course I'm keeping Sonic. If you cut Sonic, that would be committing war crimes across the 50 states. Like, it was honestly a huge moment when he got added in, and dude, just fix his moveset up, please. Give him his Sonic Frontiers combo moves and give him more remixes, especially more remixes. But also majorly like just give him better moves than a fucking spin dash. Villager, yeah. Animal Crossing is huge. We're keeping that one right there, but Isabelle can get cut. Just an Echo right there. Basically. Mega Man, dude, yeah, of course, all the third-party characters are gonna stay. I'm just saying. The 3 mascots right here, I'm just gonna say they're staying. They're like, you cannot cut them. It's not physically possible. Wii Fit Trainer, yeah, I mean, like, she's like, she's weird, and that's cool about her, but like at the same time, I don't really care enough to let her stay. At the same time, I don't really think anyone's begging for her to be in the next Smash game, which means she's getting cut. Ooh, Little Mac? Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna cut Little Mac. He's a really cool boxing game character, and Wii Punch was pretty popular, but like, that was his only popular game, and he also fucking sucks ass in Smash. Shulk? I mean, that's Xenoblade right there. You don't want to cut Xenoblade, do you? Duck Hunt? Out of all the Nintendo, like, old Nintendo history characters, like Mr. Game & Watch, Rob, and Duck Hunt is probably the one I'm most bent on keeping, because I just think he's cool, you know? And I guess you could say he's the embodiment of any of Zapper games. The Mii fighters, they kind of confuse me. I guess I'm just gonna cut them to, like, get it down to the 40 character limit, but like maybe they could do something with the concept of Mii fighters in the next Smash game instead of these guys, but I don't know. Okay, here's another controversial one. I'm cutting Ryu and Ken. Listen, they're a staple of fighting games, the most popular fighting games arguably, but like there's cooler fighter characters already here. You got freaking Terry Bogard and Kazuya, and like I don't know, I guess I like this really came down to the wire. When it came down to the wire, I had to cut Ryu and Ken. Like, really. I just had to do it. Cloud, of course, we're keeping Cloud. Bayonetta, despite how, like, freaking overpowered she was in Smash 4, they nerfed her up a bit, and she's still a really cool character, so she's staying. Inkling, that's Splatoon, one of Nintendo's biggest modern franchises, so staying. And here's another franchise cut, Castlevania. I just don't really care about this franchise. They're not the coolest characters in Smash Bros. And I don't really know what Castlevania has contributed to Nintendo historically or like anything else. So yeah, I guess I don't really know. Hero, I'm gonna cut Hero. Like he's a cool RNG based character, I guess. But like we're scaling down the next Smash game. I don't even think we need a character like that just yet. Banjo-Kazooie. Of course, I'm letting Banjo-Kazooie stay. Like genuinely, that was one of the most hypest Smash reveals, arguably. It was just so good to finally see them in Smash. It was incredible. So of course we're letting him stay. Terry Bogard, very cool fighting game character. Also a representation of the Neo Geo. So yeah, we're letting him stay. Min, Arms is dead. Get out of here. Steve, literally from the biggest game ever sales-wise. Of course, we're letting him stay. Just please nerf him down a bit, because, like, he's kind of fucking insane and competitive. Joker, that's Persona. Maybe I don't know, maybe they could replace Joker with a different Persona protagonist when the next Persona game comes out or something, but I'm still keeping Joker. He's the most notable protagonist, so I think it's safe to assume he's staying. Sephiroth, I love his reveal trailer, I really do, but in the game, I just didn't play as much, and I think he can get the cuts. Fire Mitra, get that bullshit out of here. They didn't even debut in the most recent game, that's how you know they're getting cut. Kazuya, I mean, Tekken is like insanely popular, so yeah, you could stay. And finally, we got to the last character, Sora. I mean, he was the last character revealed, so I think I'm, of course, letting him stay. It was an insane reveal, an insane time for all the Smash fans out there, and it would be a shame to cut him. Alright, and there you go. There you have the final Smash 6 cut right there. Cut exactly in 40. I cut a lot of franchises, but I think it was for the greater good, in my opinion at least. Probably some character you really like that just got cut and you're sad. But regardless, if you guys enjoyed this video, then smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, click the notification bell to notify every day I upload a new video. Comment down below what you thought of my cut, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.